live on the Strip. As long as the little spinny thing stops spinning, I can start talking. So if there's a delay at the beginning, I just want to make sure my words are counted. I have a lot of words in me. Welcome back to the channel. This is Stephen J. Campbell, Not Leaving Las Vegas, a channel where we explore the Strip and the economy at whole and give people who want a real education for how to prepare for the future, that education. We talk about society, culture, we talk about the economy. We talk about pretty much everything except for the latest pool party in Vegas. If that's you, you're in a good place. Thanks for being with me on a Sunday. It's almost noon right now. I came out of yesterday completely dead to the world. Dead to the world. I decided yesterday I needed to get out of town and go somewhere where it was a lot cooler. It's been over 110 degrees several times almost, well, I think once this week, but I'm over 105 every day. So yesterday I woke up and I decided to drive. And I drove up a mountain and went up to the top of Mount Charleston. A video, by the way, which is on my Patreon, which has over 100 plus people, but only 4 views. My Patreon people support me on Patreon. I don't ask you to join it. You won't even find a link to it. I don't need you to go to Patreon. I don't beg you to go to Patreon. As a matter of fact, I'm the only live streamer that I know that actively tells you, don't send me donations. I don't want them. I don't need them. I trade the markets. I make YouTube videos. I have 6 or 7 different points of income coming in. But put on Patreon, 4 people watched. An hour-and-a-half long video on Patreon, by the way. It was me going up with an Insta360 Go Ultra camera. That's a little tiny camera that has a pod and you can take it out and you can actually, it's got a magnet, you can stick it on your body. And I went on a long hike and it was like an hour-and-a-half long, 4K, 60 frames per second, color graded vlog for you. Nobody watched it, but I'm happy that I did it. Yesterday I managed to do something I haven't done in a really long time. First of all, went back on intermittent fasting. I decided that that was the best way I feel right now. And I talked about how 17 calories on that walk. I did 3.39 miles total distance on that walk. And I also managed to climb 520 feet of elevation gain during that walk. Suffice it to say, I had quit whining. Really, Jerry? Shouldn't be buffering. Suffice it to say, I had a great day and I slept like 8 hours straight. It was absolutely gorgeous. I haven't slept 8 hours in probably 5 years plus, unless I was incredibly sick and on a ton of meds like Benadryl and NyQuil and things like this. Just so you guys know, I also don't take any guff from anybody. So if you guys want to come in here and tell me I'm whining or tell me I'm a scammer or tell me I'm a con artist, whatever. And I don't know about the buffering because here's the deal. We're going to have a bit of inception right here. This is my video right now. Like, I might have buffered at the very start possibly, but this is my video and it looks okay to me. I'm not sure. Anyway, some Mustang Ranch, haha, that's funny. So, you know, if you want to come in and you want to be abusive and stuff like that, I may acknowledge you like I did with this bonehead Jerry, but Jerry's gone now and Jerry can go and troll another channel for all I care. So we'll talk about things on the Strip. We'll talk about life in general. We'll talk about a little bit of everything and how you guys doing out here. Give me some comments. This is the time of the video where you guys can comment on my stream and I'll be able to read your comments back. We sit here, we go and explore. It's still hot, it's 97 degrees. And we have to basically throttle things for our health of our stream and our channel and everything like that. So we'll get some topics to talk about out here, I guess. Did you guys hear that the Strait of Hormuz is closed again? You thought the war was over? Did you really think it was a John Lennon song? War is over if you want it? The answer is no, Biff. The war is not over. Just a few hours ago today, basically they're trying to salvage this thing called an MOU over in Iran. It's a moratorium of understanding. And what most people probably miss out of this is that there is no peace deal. There never was a peace deal. What there was a 60-day extension of a ceasefire. And the 60-day extension of the ceasefire said, we'll open the Strait of Hormuz. Iran said, we're going to come to these talks that we're going to have in Switzerland, a neutral third-party country. And we're going to try really, really hard to sign everything and be at total peace. And then Israel kept attacking Lebanon, and everything fell apart. Because the number one thing on that MOU, a 14-point moratorium of understanding, was that there will be no more attacks in Iran, no more attacks in Lebanon, and here the attacks keep going. Israel's over here saying, well, it's because they're attacking us, Hezbollah, this and that and the other. Iran's over here going, we're not Hezbollah, we're Iran. Trump's over here losing his ever-loving mind, sending J.D. Vance and everybody over to Switzerland, and then today there was a peace talks, and then Switzerland, and then Iran's like, we're done. They dropped their mic, they walked out the door. So we're going to see what happens in a few hours when the futures markets opens. Who knows if this moves crude oil futures, but here's the thing. It will take 6 to 9 months for the prices of oil to stabilize across the globe. If they take longer than that, we're just into a situation with even more inflation. And what's crazy about this right now is the job market in America is red hot. A lot of you guys are thinking that they're faking the job numbers. I don't think they're faking the job numbers. Every month for the last 3 months, they've beat expectations for the JOLTS report. That's the labor turnover survey, right? And they've beat expectations for the NFP, the non-farm payrolls, every single month. That's going to guarantee inflation happens. You might think like, hey, no, that's good, people working. But with people with cash in hand, plus the price of oil and the price of manufacturing going up, that means that everything starts to inflate. The prices inflate, they raise the rates so people don't borrow as much money and pump it into the markets. Then the rates are higher, but everything is going up. And so you guys are paying more for everything, and that's where you're at right now. Right now, my brother, I'm only thinking about is my Lord. Okay. Never ending. It's going to be we're in basically a forever war with an ideology, and you can't have a war with an ideology. That's the problem. Ideologies are nearly impossible for you to fight and battle against, It's like trying to make a Philadelphia Eagles fan, not a Philadelphia Eagles fan. It ain't going to work. It's like trying to make a Yankees fan into a Blue Jays fan. You're never going to get there. It takes a lot. And it's this Islamic kind of Muslim mindset. It's funny because like the whole joke was, how long does it take to convert somebody to a Christian? Billy Graham could do it in an hour. How long does it take to convert a Muslim into a Christian? It takes months, if not years. So their mindsets are set, and so it's hard to fight an ideology. It really is. I can't find any work in Southern California. I was laid off in November. What kind of field are you in, I wonder? That's interesting. SoCal. Did you guys just hear that they just increased taxes in Southern California? I think like 10.8%. I can't remember what tax it was. Winnie the Pooh, been watching my channel, decided to call me retarded. And YouTube already, so you're done. So let's view the deleted message and then hold on your name. And all I do is this, right? See, that's your username right now. Yeah, so what we do is so this is you, Winnie the Pooh. Are you looking? Are you looking, my friend? So then we just tap this down here, and then now you're done, you see? Smart. You're really smart to come and troll somebody. That'd be like if you walked into here and started calling them names, and then you wondered why the security came and forcibly moved you out of the store. That's like that meme of that black dude pointing at his head like he's real smart. Be real smart in life. Keyboard warriors are the worst. Oh man, there's another one. Ace Larson's. All right. So we just tap your name and then you're... This is fun, actually. This is fun. This is so cool. Hey, what restaurant is that? We're at Five Guys right now. We're at Five Guys right now. Didn't the powers that be of MGM actually mention that their high roller committed period, meaning we are in the middle of the road, players are doomed? I don't know. That's an interesting one. I never heard of that. If I did, I'd probably make an entire video. Let me see. MGM Resorts, high roller committed. I was featured in a YouTube video. Somebody made this video about like the worst YouTube channels, and I was in one of them, I think. And they were like, he's just negative on Vegas. No, actually, I love Las Vegas. I hate what it's become on the Strip, but I love the rest of the city. I had a great day yesterday. You go off the Strip, everything is banging and booming everywhere. So I think the city is like in growth mode in so many positive ways. I mean, there's little things about it that are not great, like our education system and stuff like that. But if you have the money to live here, it's a fantastic place. If you have the money to come to the Strip and pay, $5 for a soda and $40 for a burger, who cares? Live here, do it. Anyways, so let's see here. MGM Resorts hearing for, wow. MGM Grand headed for trial on alleged drugging? No. High roller, no. This can't be right. High roller focused, I'm going to put. And there we go, focused on. Okay, MGM has created a dream high roller Las Vegas experience. That's from 2022 on Yahoo News. Let me go into AI mode because this is useful. If you don't have AI mode on Google, you might try to look into this, because what AI mode does is it allows you to go a little bit deeper. MGM Resorts caters its high roller experiences around unparalleled core focus areas. Okay, but so then you can ask it questions conversationally, but has the company expressed more interest in them than regular rollers, so to speak? Yeah, it's like I had a bunch of trolls in the chat, and that's fine. You can't depend on anybody. Well, it's like the trolls conspire to be a pain today. When Boyd Gaming was connected with MGM over the Borgata, life was good, not anymore. We and the employees acknowledge this. Wow. Have you ever seen a copy of the Strip Rat newspaper? Never seen that. What is the Strip Rat newspaper? That sounds fascinating. Yes, MGM Resorts explicitly prioritized high rollers and premium mass spenders over the last several years, leading to an intentional shift away from the budget-conscious regular roller. I had no idea that this was a thing. How did I miss this? However, after pushing this high-end focus too far, the company recently had to issue an executive backtrack. The evolution of the strategic interest breaks down into 3 distinct phases. Wow, heavy shift to high-value guests, the upmarket push, the overcorrection, shame on us, the current balancing act. Interesting. This is like a 3-story act. Go to MGM, maybe I record stuff on my fancy pants camera this week. That's, wow. So let me ask you guys, are you guys a high roller? What's up, Michael Lee? Michael Lee sent me a $100 Cash App last stream. That was bonkers. Don't send $100 Cash Apps to me. I have a way for you guys to support me once and never again, and then help yourselves out. I might take my fancy camera out. Are you guys high, low? Where are you guys on that? What do you guys like to do? When you go on an experience on vacations, can you afford what Vegas is offering you right now? So let me ask you this. I need you to type 2 or 3 numbers. If you were going to go out for Vegas, what's your food budget for the day? Is it 25, 75, or 100 plus? Type that into the chat. I would like to know where you guys are on your budgets for food, for example. 25, 75, or $100. Mike says 25 to 50. I gotta have somebody else other than Michael Lee. Michael Lee, you could afford a lot more, brother. You're Mr. Moneybags throwing $100 at me. Yeah, Ken Ball says 100 plus. Okay, we have 2. Let's get some more in general consensus. Ed says 10 to 20. Aaron says between 50 and 100, 75. Okay. When I come to Vegas, I hope to win enough money to pay for my trip. That is, oh man. I get what you're saying, but that's, and I used to be that person in my life. Like when we go on vacation, I'd have to calculate if I could afford the vacation, and then I'd have to calculate how much money I would get after the vacation, because I've always been in the sales field and stuff like that. So I see where you're coming from, and I understand where you're coming from, believe it or not. Let me plug my gimbal in while I'm chatting with you so we don't have a gimbal fail later on, because it tends to power down. I come to Vegas to see, for friends and family in the area, scenery and the excursions. The Strip is an interesting sight-see. In Dubai, 100 euros for two. In Edinburgh, 75 per person. Okay. Well, I mean, that's your hometown, though. So when you're in Edinburgh, Scotland, I don't imagine you're doing stuff like touristy stuff, right? So that's very interesting. And realistically, by the way, yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you, sir. These guys see streamers and then they ask us if we're good because they're smart. Let's go here. I'm going to go back to Gemini here, and I'm going to ask it. I'm going to go to the real Gemini app, not Google search. According to the LVCVA Visitors Survey for 2025, what was the average daily spend on food and beverage in Vegas? So we're going to find that out right now. So we're going to see what Vegas really costs on average to people, according to the 10,000 plus people that they surveyed last year. So, wow, that's a lot. All right, so according to the latest LVCVA profile data, the average visitor spent $615 per trip on food and drink, with the average length of stay tracking at 3.2 nights. That's $146 to $192 per day, depending on how you split the partial days out. So that's yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot more than you guys say that you guys would be spending. Michael Kruger says $50. You know, and 12 euros or 12 pounds for McDonald's, it's going to be, you know, actually after the pound to dollar exchange rate, it may be about the same. But I'll tell you this, like, if I eat McDonald's, I eat big McDonald's maybe once every few weeks, so it's occasionally. And I spend $18, $22 on McDonald's. What do I possibly get? I get a filet of fish meal, large sized. I get a spicy McChicken and 10 chicken nuggets. That's all I get. I don't finish the fries, but if you large size it because of the drink, you know. And I don't finish the fries, but that's $23. $23. What is that, like 18, 19 pounds, British pounds or something like that? That's a lot. That's what you're paying nowadays. Fast food's getting very expensive. I don't know if the new Siri will find it. Can you search my photos if I describe them? Do they have? Yes, I can search your photos based on descriptions. I have a photo I took in a Wendy's restaurant a while back, and it was just of the price of the fast food. Let's see if the new Siri can find it. I couldn't find the fast food prices. Of course you couldn't. The new Siri is pretty good, but it's not totally good. I was in a Wendy's restaurant about a month ago. I popped in to get carnivore-style burgers. She wouldn't give me carnivore-style burgers. She acted like her cash register had to ring up $40 worth of actual burgers because she had to sell me the bread somehow. Anyways, the couple in front of me, two people, spent $47 on Wendy's. $47 for two people. I heard their order. This is like $20 each, and they were getting a shake, a combo deal. That's what they were getting. That's a lot of money. I haven't eaten at Wendy's for years either. I mean, you know, Wendy's, they all claim their meat is never frozen and stuff like that. And I think what's really hitting people right now is just the average expenses of little things like that, just piling on top of everybody, you know? Yeah, it is Father's Day. Any fathers in the chats? Do we have any fathers in the chats? What's up, TR47? Any fathers in the chats, let me know. But yeah, so welcome to the channel, by the way. I'll say it again. We're 20 minutes in. My name is Stephen J. Campbell. Now, people either love me or hate me. Here's the realistic part of my life and what I do on YouTube, okay? I talk realistically about the current modern day Las Vegas, and I link that up and use Vegas to describe the American economy as a whole. Now, what I do is I compare Vegas to the 1995 to 2007, 2008, even 2010 era, all the way to 2019. when this was a town for everybody to explore. I have a lot of people that come in and don't like my content, but there's people that will go to the Fontainebleau and spend $150 on a roast duck, and there's people that will never touch roast duck. This is an acquired taste channel. Now, if you're into the economic truth, if you'd like to figure out what's wrong with the economy, if you'd like to figure out why things don't seem right, if you'd like to create a new economy for yourself, like I had to do in my life, I'm here to help you. And I would thank you for watching my videos here today. I saw a video today, Gordon Ramsay is kind of expensive, but I noticed his portions are big. That's good. And Gordon Ramsay has hit the market in several segments. You can go to Gordon Ramsay's Fish and Chips over at the Link Promenade for $25. You can go to Gordon Ramsay's Burger for $40. You can go to Gordon Ramsay's Pub for $50. Hell's Kitchen, $100, and Gordon Ramsay's steak at the Paris, $200 a person. So it's all about the graduated levels of everything in life, right? I had a lunch with my daughter today, went to the Candyman's Pub in Edinburgh. It was great. Okay, very nice. So do I have any fathers? If you're a father, congratulations on being a father. Being a father, by the way, in 2026, is very hard. Very hard to be a father. Fathers are oftentimes marginalized and oftentimes kind of like pushed out into the pasture. And unfortunately, for the kids especially, fathers are some of the most, they're just as important as the mothers. But fathers don't get the same credit that the mothers do in life, and everybody seems to want to dump on fathers and act like they don't matter, when they totally do. They absolutely do. Now, there's something that's bothering me right now. I have to take my keys out and put them somewhere so I don't lose them. So you have two daughters. Can you share a kitty update? So yes, I can. We have a follow-up for Miss Angel, who's our deaf cat that we rescued from the Philippines and brought all the way to the United States. We have a follow-up appointment with her on Friday of this week. Now, she did 10 days of antibiotics on her eyes twice a day. And at this point, let me see if I can show you this video without showing you too much of my house. Yeah, I can. At this point, I can show you a little video right here of her. This is what she was able to gain back. So here's a laser pointer, if you see it on the screen right here. And let's go back here and try to press play. So you can see her right here. Right. So she was completely 100% blind at a point, and that's where she's at right now. And it was a lot of prayer and a lot of giving glory to God on that, because they couldn't explain her sudden blindness, complete and sudden total blindness. So that's an amazing update right there. I saw it today at work. Mother's Day we cook, but today Father's Day we work. Well, look. I mean, good mothers are honoring the good fathers right now, and good fathers are always there for their kids, you know. So that's the update on the little one, and she's got a ways to go, but she can see enough that she can hunt stuff and everything like that. Just thinking, sorry. That was like very emotional 2 days of my life. Shouldn't have streamed that day. It wasn't a good stream. What are my thoughts on the Sphere? I think the Sphere is an amazing entertainment venue. I think that it's the Sphere is the epitome of everything that's changed in Vegas. Does that make sense? Before I continue on, I want to ask and urge you guys to share this video right now on a social media platform, be it X or your Facebook or somewhere else. Share it with a human being. Say, hey, we're checking out the Vegas Strip and this guy will never shut up. The shares help even if you don't have followers, because YouTube doesn't know how many followers you are. It just knows that you shared it somewhere, and then it will amplify the message. Or simply click like on the video. Right now, as it stands, we have 194 viewers and only 43 likes. So only 43 likes on this video is not acceptable. We need to have more, with 194 people watching the video right now. How's your stock trading going, dude? Oh, my trading is great, bro. Last week I took, how much? Last week I paid myself, not a lot. I wanted to buy some stuff. So I paid myself out of my prop firm account, $3,700 or something like that. That's what I did last week. When you withdraw from the prop firm, basically you click the button, and sometimes as fast as 10 minutes later you have it. They just transfer it into a PayPal or a Wise account. PayPal goes to your bank account, whatever. Sometimes it takes a few hours, but you click the withdraw button at 5 p.m. and then by the time you're waking up in the morning, the next day you get paid, or you get paid same day sometimes. So that's what I did, and my students are doing really great too. I'm so proud of my students. They're just absolutely crushing it, doing fantastic. So I took an 860 withdrawal this day. That was one of my withdrawals from my prop firm. So if you guys don't know, you can do that pretty much every single day if you wanted to. I can teach you guys how to do that. I think the economy is what is every so often it goes up and it goes down. Yeah, I think so too. Hi, my brother. I religiously watch your being live, so happens to turn out we're in Vegas at the Paris. What are the chances we can meet you? Bro, I'm always open to meeting everybody. I'm on the strip right now. If you want to come and try to bump into me, I'm not against meeting anybody. I love meeting people. It's fun for me. It's fun. It's good. Yeah, you gotta love animals. Anybody that you meet that doesn't love animals doesn't have God in them. That's the way I look at it. I really mean it. I really, really do. But the markets have been really, really good. I suspect that tomorrow we're going to see a big, I can't tell you for sure, but if you're trading in the morning, don't have any biases over the way trades are going to go, but we're probably going to see, if war affects the markets the right way, we're probably going to see a big, huge, sudden down spike tomorrow in the markets because of what's going on in Iran and Switzerland and the talks and the Strait of Hormuz. Nobody's bombed anybody, which is good. If they do in the next 12 hours, it's almost certainly going down. Speaking of animals, does Vegas have a zoo? No, we did at one point. It was in North Las Vegas. It was so bad that the USDA, I think it was responsible, United States Department of Agriculture came in and shut it down. It was deplorable. Nobody should have ever supported it as far as I'm concerned. So no zoo per se. The lions that were at the MGM, they're at a habitat in Henderson where you can go and pay money to go see those if you want to. The animals from the Mirage have been rehoused. I don't know where they went to. So there's no zoo in Vegas. There was an old thing a million years ago about building a zoo in Vegas with Steve Irwin, but that never happened. Yeah, he was in talks for something. Too hot for a zoo? Could be. You shouldn't have polar bears at 110 degree heat. There is actually a proposal and a plan for a zoo in North Las Vegas, but it's very, very early in its stages. Yo, Steven, good advice for your viewers in California. Patronize your Indian casinos and forget Vegas. Much better odds. And save your wampum. John, I actually had to greenlight your message because you said wampum, and that's like, YouTube is very like, oh, that could be racist. I know it's probably not the term we want to use. But yeah, sent you some bubble craps money. Oh, you did? You don't have to keep sending me money, bro. You're so nice. Let me see. I didn't see anything. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Michael Lee sent me $25. I don't play slots. Like, I don't do that kind of stuff. I can't. What's Bitcoin at right now? Maybe I should put it all into Bitcoin. It's at 64. Yeah. If Bitcoin was at 60, I would shove it into Bitcoin. Can't send jewels here. Yeah, that's like a thing. Here, you want to know how to support me? I'll show you guys how to, I'll tell you guys right now what I really do. If you're new on the stream, by the way, welcome back. My name is Stephen J. Campbell. This is a channel where we look at the economy and use Vegas as a case study for most things. And I have a channel where people want to see the strip. And a lot of people that like the strip like economics. That's our primary focus out here. Now, if you guys don't know this, for the last few years, I have been trading the futures markets. And I've developed a course for people that want to control their own destiny and learn a skill that nobody can ever take away from them. I call it 1K a day. It's my own proprietary edge, as we call it in trading, for showing you guys how to create what I call our base hits for yourself. Base hits are when you look at a chart in the futures market, it's a 2-minute chart, and you click a button when it goes up or down, and you quickly get in and out, and you manage to, squirrel away 50 to 100 bucks, right? The nice thing about doing this kind of stuff is it doesn't take all day. It doesn't take 15 or 20 minutes. It takes 15 or 20 minutes, not hours and hours. You're not investing thousands of dollars, because I don't do investments. I'm not an investor. I'm not even allowed to give you investment advice. YouTubers that do are actually breaking all sorts of laws, and I will never tell you what to invest in. How would it change your life to be like my students? I mean, some of them are making 6-figure incomes. I have testimonials about this kind of stuff. I've been shouting out Ms. R lately because she had a longer journey with everything. But at the end of the day, Ms. R managed to get herself, quite literally, I'll show you her testimonial right now, $4,743 in her prop firm account in just 16 days. Now, if you multiply that by 2, that's about $10,000 a month she's learned how to generate for herself by doing exactly what I just showed you. Going in and seeing a pattern, seeing a big bar like that, clicking on it, knowing a bank did something huge that you have no control over, but you can piggyback on that. And I show you exactly why that works, why those red, blue, and white lines work. It's pattern recognition. Anybody can do it. It will absolutely randomly click with you 1 minute. You'll go, it makes total sense. Why didn't I ever think of it like that? Those are the 7 magic words. So here's the deal. I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is I'm still able to offer the life-changing course, 23 hours of video on demand. Do it anytime you want. And when you're ready to trade, spend $100 on a prop firm. Get a $2,000 account limit. You're not putting much into this. As long as you pass the prop firm test, you can take withdrawals like you saw me taking. But the good and the bad news is that I have spots for 1K a day. That's the good news. The great news is the price is the lowest it's ever going to be. It's higher than it was a few days ago, because every video I do, my platform I host the site on, my course on, it changes the price. It's now $213.97. It was a few bucks cheaper the last time. The bad news is I only have 6 available active seats right now. So get in, get that price. If you're thinking about it, if you've been on the edge of maybe doing this, now's the time to start. So click the link. There's a 4-minute long explainer video on the site. Go and take a look. Maybe it's for you. But anyways, let's go and see the strip. I will never buy the SpaceX IPO. SpaceX IPO is the biggest transfer of wealth in the history of transfers of wealth. I wouldn't recommend the SpaceX IPO for anybody. You can't get in and out of SpaceX IPO. It's not like what I just showed you. You're not going in to click at 125, I think it opened, or 135. You're not going on day one when it opens at 135 and clicking a button a few hours later when it's $200 and buying 1,000 shares of SpaceX. Besides, are you buying 1,000 shares of SpaceX so you can make a $10 profit and make a $10,000 profit on SpaceX? Probably not. I mean, what's that math look like? If you have 1,000 shares of something and it costs $135, how many of you guys have that on hand, active, so you can buy 1,000 shares of a thing? This, by the way, is why trading doesn't work for most people, because you don't have this. So you have to trade on what's called leverage. And then you trade on leverage, but you don't know what you're doing. So then you lose all of everything. That's not the way to do things. The way to do things is my way of doing things, which is you trade the futures and you spend $100 on a prop firm and pass the test, and then you can actually get withdrawals from your account where you don't need that kind of money. Because if you buy SpaceX, most stocks never shoot up $10 in a single day. That just never happens. They shoot up 10 cents here, 25 cents there. Maybe Apple says something amazing and it goes up by $3. And then the next day it comes right back down. You're on a roller coaster. Anyways, that's what it is. But even if you had that leverage, you're not getting out the same day. That's not how SpaceX works. There was a locking in period. You had to wait a certain amount of time to take profits on things. So if you guys bought near the top, you bought at $210 $10, it's worth $185 today. You just lost money on SpaceX. Biggest transfer of wealth in the history of transfer of wealth. I'm telling you. Hey, Ricky Ticky, nice to see you. Can you buy, sell multiple times after one on the other same candle bar? Yes, absolutely. Yes, Charles. You can do whatever you want. In futures, you can get into a trade and 3 seconds later get out of a trade. It's not pattern day trading, and those rules are going away in a couple of weeks anyways. Pattern day trading is absolutely was saving a lot of people from losing a lot of money. In order to have that, I would actually have to give up being a negative alienaire. I'm not willing to lose that title. It is 6 syllable longs. Trillionaire is only 4. Okay, I don't know. And if you guys get in on the stream and I see your email, I will shout you out with your first initial of your first name and show everybody that you guys took a shot in your life and that you're doing a good thing for yourselves, because you deserve that kind of attention. Let's go walk on the strip. That's my commercial for how I support the channel. You can hate how I support the channel. If you don't understand it and you're not willing to take a shot on yourselves, I don't hold anything against you, because I was that person for a very, very long time. I only got into trading because I had 0 options. And if I didn't do something, I was going to die broke, living on the side of the road. So that's why I did it. You're probably in that situation. What is the difference between the Pro and Pro Plus accounts? I haven't gotten there yet. A Pro account takes 80%, you get 80%, they take 20% of your profits. And a Pro Plus, they take 10%. A Pro Plus account, you're trading a real live account, and a Pro account, you're still trading a simulated account, and the prop firm is paying you out of their own pockets. They're both great accounts. It doesn't matter. You're able to take daily cash outs either way. That's it. I have more good news for anyone interested in the course. What's that, TR? What's the good news? Let's take a walk on the wild side. So Bror Frederick was like, oh, they added balconies. No, they knew they were doing these. They announced these balconies back in 2022. Are you putting my old code in there? I don't know if the old code shouldn't work. I'm having a problem. The platform tells me the codes are canceled and they're not canceled. Fine. I guess you can get it for less if you use the code J14. $10 less or something. Fine, whatever, I guess. I don't know. They tell me they don't work. Now you're telling me that they do work. I have no idea. Thanks, TR. Wah wah. Moderators, don't touch TR. He's been watching me for years. Moderator touches TR, I'll see it, I'll unmoderate you. We don't take any punitive punishments. Woo! We're not gonna slap down TR. He's fine. Wow, I forgot to look at what my isolation level is. None. Now it's on weak. That's good. Oh, Las Vegas Life is in the chats. What's up, Las Vegas Life? How you doing, buddy? I love you, man. I really do. You're super awesome. Laura says, is it humid? It's not. It's not humid. How come you don't do Fremont Street? I don't like Fremont Street. It's the same thing over and over. It's really loud. I have tinnitus now. I have transitory tinnitus. It comes and it goes every so often. As we get older, our escutcheon, I think it's called, tubes in our ears, they oftentimes wear out. They wear down. I got tube issues. I've had them for years. They're getting a little more prominent. And Fremont Street's fine. It's just, it's hot, man. And the Fremont hotels are a little bit more clamped down on streamers sometimes. So I'd just rather not have to fight it. Because I can always go into a cool-ass place like this. You wouldn't even know. I could tell you I'm on Fremont. And unless you guys really knew Vegas, you wouldn't know. This is Casino Royale. So you wouldn't know, you know what I'm saying? Have you been to the new In-N-Out Burger? Yeah, we went down like the week it opened. The day after it opened, I think. Well, welcome to 1K a day. We're going to shout out Mr. D. Mr. D just got in, so he's our newest student. So we do have spots left. I only had 6 spots, but Mr. D got in on our code J21. Congrats. When you get to the point where it says, here's how to contact me with my secret email for students, please send me an email. Say hello. You don't have to give me your life story unless you want to. Yes.
You can't record people unless you know them, so you need to erase it.
It's not. I'm not recording anything.
Sir,
I'm
that's
not
recording.
No, it's a live stream. I'll get out right now.
Okay.
So that's the first. You guys need all the help you can get. I don't understand why you're running me out. Have a good day, sir. Wow. They need all the help they can get in this little dinky joint. That's all right. That guy just doing his job. Keep on rocking me, baby. Baby, baby, baby. I don't like pastrami. I'm not a big fan of like pressed meats, so I'm never going to the hat. I get the one guy at Casino Royale that wants to be a Boy Scout. God bless him. It's nice out today, man, I'll tell you. I could say something really mean about how Casino Royale is not even going to exist in 5 years. But based on that guy's age, he'll probably be retired by then. I mean it. I hope he's retired with good benefits. Keep on rocking me, baby, 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 baby. I've been to Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta. I shouldn't sing. I used to sing on my live streams because I used to have joy and happiness on my live streams. But you guys are like, you can't do that. Don't sing. Okay, I won't sing. Sorry about that. F1 renewed till 2037. That's right, my friends. We have another 11 years of the Strip completely shutting down most of the good viewing angles for the months of like October, November, December, almost into January. I mean, you guys think it's right to kick streamers out? I do. Of course it's their right. You know what I'm saying? They have every right to do that. So we don't even have this open today. I'm really surprised. I don't know why. Maybe it's the low foot traffic. So like typically, right, this will be open. However, no pizza out here. Inside it's open. But usually out here, this is open. It's not at all. What is this? There's a sticker. Oh, this is what the monks give you. Look at that. Kai Gong Amulet. It says... whatever. Work smoothly, lifetime peace. I mean, that's a good general motto, but when the monks try to stop you and give you those for tips, monks don't actually use money, usually. But they don't like to earn money, and they don't take donations. So you know. I'm going to sign up for your 1K a day soon. Okay. Well, I don't know what the price will be then, but keep on rocking it, baby. Do it when you can do it. There is Klarna and Afterpay. I'm not a big advocate of Klarna and Afterpay for $1,000 things. You shouldn't do that. But it's like whatever, $213.97 if you use the code today, and you could always finance that 6 payments of like $40 or something. But it's like that's the only time. If it's like, I'd say Klarna and Afterpay are good for $200 to $300 things, bad for very expensive things, and catastrophic for cheap things. If you can't afford the cheap things, you shouldn't buy the cheap. Like, you shouldn't be putting Chipotle on Afterpay. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about buy now, pay later. These are services that came about in the last few years where people are financing everything with no credit checks. But see, the problem is this year, the FICO is going to be affected by people bouncing on these buy now, pay later loans. And they make all their money off of service fees and bounce check fees and payment fees and everything. Thanks for the live streams. I think your live stream is at 1080p and you are stopping and starting. I haven't been stopping and starting a thing. Sometimes it buffers. When it does that, I can't really help it. No piano bar today either. What's going on with all the live entertainment on a Sunday? We have no football. We have no basketball. We have no hockey. We have no live entertainment happening in the strip. I can't even. What's happening? Where is everybody? Everybody. Yeah, sometimes it's the connection's on your end, sometimes it's on my end. I mean, just the mere fact that we're able to do these things is absolutely insane, bro. Oh my gosh, Civilization 7 is on Apple Arcade? Are you serious? Look at this. Oh, nerds of the world. If you're on Apple Arcade and you pay like $7 a month or something, Civilization 7 is free on Apple Arcade now. Well, it's not free when you pay for the service. I'm gonna have to install that on my iPad today and try it. I haven't played Civilization in a while. It is too hot? No, it's not. It's not even 100 degrees today. It's not even 100 today. There's hotter parts right now in other areas of the country. Like it's not that hot. It's hotter in some parts of California today. So nope. We don't have the heat excuse anymore. But that's okay. Is this a sponsored segment? This who's the game? Who makes these machines? I'm trying to look for logos. Yeah, this segment brought to you by IGT Gaming and the Piano Bar or Starbucks, right? No, I don't do sponsorships on my videos. Everything I say is my own opinion. France is melting. Is it hot in France? Are they having a heat wave? Or is it just all the fires lit by all the I mean, like, I don't like to see France burn down to the ground. France weather. Wow, it's at 88 degrees. Is Paris? Paris is gonna have like humidity too, huh? That's hot for them. Extreme high temperature warnings in France right now. So they put heat warnings out for Europe. Crazy. What, the video game? What video? What were we even just talking about? Video game. Happy blessed Sunday, All American. How you doing? Oh, Civilization. Huh. No, I actually bought, what did I buy today on my Switch 2? I ended up buying, what was it called? I ended up buying, I can't show you because it has my Yahoo email, and I don't want anybody to have my Yahoo email, but I ended up purchasing Bulletstorm, it's called. Bulletstorm Duke of Switch, which is this crazy game, I guess. I don't know, it has Duke Nukem in it. It was on sale, it was only $8. If it sucks and I don't play it, I don't care about $8. Be glad you're not... Have I talked to Jay Bravo? I text him every single day. I texted him this morning. Yep. Yeah, I texted him this morning. I sent him my Mount Charleston drive this morning on the telegrams. That's right there. I'll just go like real fast on the screen. That's my text chat with him. You can't see it. I was showing him actually Mount Charleston because he lives in Henderson now. So like I'm allowed to say that to you. So I was showing him my wife. That's us at Mount Charleston because I went up there yesterday. And then I was regretful that yesterday I didn't take advantage of this because there's a really good restaurant up there that I went to. But that was the Mount Charleston Lodge. If you go up there, it's really neat. It looks like old-timey. They have a giant tree branch in the middle. And yeah, if you're on Patreon, you guys should go check it out. Oh, I was also showing them this. I'm going to be buying this camera, I guess. This is the Pocket 4P, but it's the American version by a company called Extra. This is the actual Pocket 4P by DJI. You can't buy this in America because of an import tariff ban on the company, but then this company is their shell company. So I put 20 bucks down to buy this in this shell. Why am I buying this camera? Because I have the Pocket 3 and I really like, I like DJI products, even though it says Extra on the front of it. Is Howard Hughes copper, COPR? I don't know what that is. It's boiling in Wales. Okay. So that's what it is. So, and I film my videos on the Strip. If you guys are just watching and you're not sure who I am, I'll show you guys who I am. I mean, my name is Stephen J. Campbell, and I have a channel called Not Leaving Las Vegas. And what we do on this channel is we look for people who are like-minded. If you want to join, we're economic truth seekers. We want to understand, how is it? I want to know, how is it that the CEO of Starbucks can make $71 million a year, I believe it is, but the average barista working at Starbucks only gets part-time hours and makes around $15,000 per year? How does that work in the economy? I am all for capitalism, but that seems to be a bit of a gap. How do they post so much profits? How do they operate? Are they preying on you? How can you get ahead in life? How can you guys do this stuff? I sell a course on trading the futures markets. I talk about the economy, and I'm looking for that kind of person to subscribe to the channel. So if you're subscribing to the channel because you're in the right place, then all the better. If you're coming here because you want to see pool parties, you're not going to see pool parties. I love Vegas very much. I don't hate it here. I hate what it's become and how it treats people, but that's not this channel. Steven, have you thought about taking some time off to go to the Philippines? Maybe you could stream from there and do photography. Probably not. Not right now. Capitalism. Have I seen the 360 Luna Ultra? Yeah. They got nasty with Bob Dingo. Yeah, fair enough. Have I seen the 360 Luna Ultra? That one, right? Yeah. I was day one on this. I had to do it. Look, I can just filming myself. So then I ended up getting the wide angle adapter on this, and then I also got the battery grip yesterday for it. And I'm using an Insta360 Pro mic Pro right now. Starbucks isn't meant to be a full-time job for adults like McDonald's and so forth. Yeah, but you should be able to work your way up in the organization and make money. Dagger for Trey, if you're interested in the videos, if you're interested in the Insta360 Luna Ultra and you want to see how that works and you want to see what kind of videos you can get out of it, the last two videos on my channel right here, Only a Sucker and the Vegas Crash is here. These were both recorded with the Insta360 Luna Ultra. Although Verizon is a terrible service and it's going to spin and rotate and I can't show you anything on it. But anyways, it's what it is. So I'll also buy the other camera too, because I like to have options for when I film. And who knows, maybe the other camera is better in some ways. Yeah, this was done with, so this is the Insta360 Luna Ultra. This is my last video. And it's buffering. See, Verizon? Boy, whatever. You get it. You get stuff. You guys are smart. Go watch your video if you guys want to go watch your video. We appreciate the course. We need to learn a new source of cash flow just to keep up with the information. 50 to 100 bucks a day should be your goal for income extra in life on top of what you already make. That's what it should be. How's the autofocus? Great. No complaints. Autofocus is... Actually, the tracking modes on this are top-notch. I can't tell you how good the tracking is on this camera. It's ridiculous. 10 out of 10 good. Insta360 is really just an AI company that pumps in a ton of computational stuff into their cameras. And it's been such a great experience. I love it. You prefer a Pete's? I don't know where I can get to a Pete's on the Strip. There's not a lot of them around the town. I do like the cold brew at Starbucks, although I had a lot of caffeine today, so I may be limiting it for right now. It's not even 1 o'clock yet. And then when I get the Pocket Osmo Pocket 4P and let me call the Extra Pro Muse 2 or something, I'll let you guys know that I'm filming with that. You guys can live life vicariously through my... You can do your I'll be the camera review channel that doesn't say I'm a camera review channel, you know what I mean? So, not a lot of folks in the Harris today. Piano bar is largely dead. Next stop we're going to make will probably be up at the Flamingo if they let us in. Yeah, the autofocus is super good. Never loses for... I mean, they all have phase detect autofocus. Same as a digital SLR autofocus system. Hi everyone, I'm one of Steven's students in his far best. And, oh wow, thank you. I haven't even mentioned the course in the last few minutes, so I'll put the link up if you guys want to know how to trade the markets and get it for the lowest price. Because it goes up every time I join content. I do content. You can click the link, go watch it. First 6 people get in for $213.97. It'll be more the next time I do a video. That'll be maybe tomorrow. But only have 6 spots today. Sorry to cough in your ear. How much can you pawn one of those? I don't know. I don't think of my life like that anymore. I used to. Everything I used to buy used to be an equation. It was this. How long is the return period? If I can't make money before the return period ends, can I then return it if things go off the walls and I get my money back? Hi, buddy. There's nothing for you out here. Maybe somebody will drop a French fry over at the Guy Fieri's place. These guys are everywhere. I wonder where they go at night. Where do birds go at night? Anyway. I mean, the camera costs $760. Oh. You don't want to see my face. Oh, you don't want to see the telephoto. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Front. No, stop it. Back ultra camera. Thank you so much. So every time I withdraw money from a prop firm, depends on the prop firm you're using. Some charge more, some charge less. Some hold you to withdrawal every 5 days, some every 3 days, some every 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, it's like they're giving you an account for however much you pay for it. $100 account and is a $2,000 loss limit. Now, if you traded your own equity, your own cash, fine. I have a section in 1K a day on how to trade crypto leverage. And that's very safe, but it's your own money. So you have to be very careful. But if you're trading crypto and take $100 in crypto and you 25x it, now you have a $25,000, right? $2,500. I'm not the math guy. Let me see here. So it's 100 times 25, $2,500, right? So let's say you do that, you 25x it, you got $2,500 to trade with, and you make $250. You can take out $250. There's no like, you know, there's a very small commission fee, but yeah, they take 20%. But here's the thing, I want you guys to understand. I just joined the course too. Oh, cool, Hernando. Cool. Well, you must have joined another day, not today. Because you wouldn't know yet if it was the best course since COVID. Best money you spent since COVID. But here's the thing I want you guys to consider. If you're thinking about, oh, well, they're going to take 20%, that's the mindset I need y'all to erase. I want you guys to look at the opportunities, not the negatives. Because if you're looking at the negative, which is 20%, you're never seeing the positive, which is 80% in daily withdrawals. So you're not seeing the opportunities in what you're doing. You're seeing the thing that prevents you from going in for it. You know what I mean? It's not that hot. It's 98 right now. Not very hot. It's all right. Belarus is playing Iran right now. Kind of rooting for Iran to win. Their people have been through a lot. It would be uplifting if they did something good for themselves in the World Cup. But I'm in too deep. Woo! There's nobody out here. And ironic too, because this is actually a very cool place to go. Because they have misters everywhere and there's In-N-Out Burger for cheap food and stuff like that. But we're going to go this way. We got Luke Combs going to have Category 10. Let's just make the Four Loko. The Hurricane. You consider 98 to be too hot. I was watching this these girls they're from Birmingham, England, and they're like, In America, everybody has air conditioning. And in Birmingham, we don't have any air conditioning. No homes have air conditioning. If you're from the UK, I know you think it's hot where you live. These girls were like, Americans don't know what hot is. And I'm like, honey, I live in Las Vegas. And then I looked up the hottest day ever in Birmingham, England, 99 degrees. Like, don't like try to talk down to me, a 22-year-old girl, about how hot you think it is where you live. And I'm sorry you don't have air conditioning. But yeah, you guys don't know what you have until it's not in your hands anymore. A lot of you guys don't understand how incredibly hot it is and how incredibly blessed we are to have air conditioning in every single building. This is unrelated, but it would be great if Vegas were to include it in the NBA. There will be by 2028. They just did a vote a few months ago. And then they said to the owners, would you like a team in Vegas? The owners said yes. So now they're going to have some people that'll bid on the rights to get a franchise, which comes with, I think, a $3 billion price tag or something. So in order to have a franchise in Vegas, you need to have $3 billion of money to invest in it, which is pretty wild. Wow, what kind of magic is this? This is super smart. These are made out, this is aluminum, and aluminum doesn't conduct heat. The door is also not hot. How is that even possible? It's like everything in the sun that's made out of metal is going to be hot. I wish I had my temperature gun. This is hot to the touch. If you grabbed onto this for 30 seconds, you might get actually surface burns. This is cool to the touch. That is some magic right there. Hi. That door is magical. I live here. How did you guys make that door handle not be hot?
It's probably the type of...
it's like aluminum or
yeah,
something.
It's probably like the type of metal they do.
That is so smart.
Yeah,
I wish all... You live here, right?
Yeah.
Don't you wish all the corner stores did that?
Yeah, no, it's just this is... we've been open for about a year and a half, so I'm sure they installed it that way because we get a lot of sun.
No, it's ingenious. I mean, I've been on the strip 20 years. It's the first time. Good work.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I will, yeah. Come dine with us. Oh, man. One of these days, I'm going to get to Gordon Ramsay's kitchens. Look at all the fire. That is super smart. Is having $50 to $1,000 to use in the market good enough for the course? You don't need that much, Brandon. It's not an investment course, brother. Here's what you would pay. Thank you, Brandon. You would pay, number one, the price of the course if you do it today, $213.97. Number two, you would pay $20 a month to month with no annual commitment or anything like that to get the price down for TradingView so you can paper trade and practice. Number three, when you want to do it, you can use the prop firm that I have in the course. That's fine. Or you can find another prop firm, although I can't support it. Like if you have questions, I'd tell you to go back to them because I'm not affiliated with that one. Or number three, you could trade cash. But if you use the prop firm in the course, it's $100 to do the test. And you pass it. If when you pass the test, you get access to an account that can actually make you real money. And so you don't need thousands of dollars to do my course, not at all. But you shouldn't do it if you're thinking like in a week you're going to make money, because it's not a money-making scheme. Like it's like a learning experience and stuff like that. Okay. So great question. Unless Brandon's already one of my students and he is saying that so I can talk about my course, in which case, God bless him. What a nice thing to do. Anyways, we're in the Flamingo right now. Caesars has got a pretty hardline policy on streamers and stuff, so we'll see how long we can chill out and look at the slot machines and things like this. So that's what you would do. And I got like 5 spots left. We had somebody jump on it earlier. Pick one of the active spots I have. If you're watching this after the fact, try it if you're interested. I mean, who knows? Code might work. I don't know how many I'll get on the stream. Coming out to the Flamingo. In Iraq, it gets up to 130 degrees, and my mom would not water down the driveway sometimes because the water would bubble. That is insane. Man. Do I think JDE will be successful in Switzerland? I mean, according to reports, the Iranian delegation already walked out on them today, so they're not having anything. I mean, they're claiming that Trump. Thanks for the answer, Stephen. I appreciate dropping knowledge on these Sunday mornings. Of course, Brandon. Iran says that Trump is like threatening them because he literally said Trump said something to the effect of, "If you don't sign the agreement, then you're not even going to make it home. Like, I'm going to destroy everything." So, like, it's like peace through force, I guess. That's what it is. What do you guys think about all that? I don't give you my opinions on it. I'm nonpartisan, but that's the situation on the ground as it stands right now. I'm just telling you. Oh, we got the Vanderpump out here. Hey, Steve, how you doing? I'm doing great, Greg. Thank you so much. Oh, so I guess they got rid of Dre's, of course. So now the rooftop bar is called the Solia Beach. Doesn't that look gorgeous? That's like the place you want to go, man. It looks really great. Yeah, this used to be the Cromwell. Before that, it was Bill's Gambling Hall. Before that, it was the Barbary Coast. I don't know what it was before that. We got this old 19-something-ish. Or is this what London taxis look like now? I don't even know. This is a British taxi. All customized with crazy, gross-looking clay. This might be real clay. That might be real, actual clay that somebody took their hands and sculpted. That's kind of neat. I like handmade. What's up there, Gary? Thank you so much. Of course they're watching me. But they were okay with the last time I was in here too. Yeah, that's real, I think. That's kind of neat. They look better than those hollow-eyed, crazy-looking dogs inside of the Cosmo, I'll tell you that much. Those are some creepers. Can you please do a tour of El Cortez? No. El Cortez, they're fine with you pointing your camera at a slot machine. And I think some of the other big Vegas channels that are like Vegas, isn't Vegas cool and great and fantastic and everything's super good? I think they get access to it. But for me, it's not going to be a go. I like the El Cortez. Everybody should go there. It's great. It's 32 in the UK. What's the temperature where you guys are at, by the way? What's the temperature where you're at? What's the temperature right now? Jeez, I got to turn on location services. Get out of here. So the new Siri has a lot of things. So it's 99 degrees. What's 99 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius? So right now it is 37 degrees Celsius here in Vegas. 80 in Orange County. What's it like where you guys are? Tell me your temps. Let's get a check-in for temperatures. We haven't been in Caesars for a minute. Let's go over there. Not bad for a dry heat. Whatever. It's hot. Don't touch the rubber. The rubber is fire. Haha. This thing is so big, this sign over here, man. Watertown, New York, 73. 80 in Orange County. 81 in New York City. Fresno's in the 90s. Trump's making the U.S. look weak and Iran look strong. Okay. Can you go into Binions? It's 19 degrees in Edinburgh. Well, Binions is downtown and I'm 6 miles away. Or 4 miles away. I don't know. I'm some miles away. So no Binions. And 93 in Austin, Texas, but it's like 120 million billion after the humidity. Look at how big this guitar is, man. This thing here is going to dominate the strip, bro. 74 degrees in Dublin, California. Dublin, California. There's a Dublin, California? It's been 8 years since I went to Vegas. My 10-year-old wants to go back. Wow. They were 2. That's awesome, bro. 90 in Clovis, California. Clovis. When I get a toothache, I rub Clovis on my gums. Placerville, California is 80. The heat is in the high desert today, baby. Whew. It's warm. My screen is dim. Get inside to cool it down a bit. Do. Oh, yeah. 78 with tornado warnings in southern Illinois. 90 degrees in Clovis now. It got hot in the last 2 minutes. Running around in ecstasy. Look at this. David Spade is playing at the Coliseum. Wow. David Spade. I didn't know he was still doing stuff. Good for him. And look, they got a working girl on this one. That's Kelly Clarkson. I mean, like, she doesn't. That your mom told you not to hang out with her because you wake up and your watch is gone. You're wondering why you're so groggy. Traveling at the speed of light, I wanna be a supersonic man out of you. Oh man, he dropped his name tag. The boots were a bad decision, folks. It's a little warm in Vegas. But she's going to a rave later. Maybe. Probably not. Oh, man. Everything is... yeah, I don't sing right. God forbid I have any kind of fun on the stream. I'd probably get more good vibes if I had fun on the stream, unless people think I'm miserable F in life. I'm not. I'm freaking set. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. I click buttons in the morning, I walk away, do whatever I want to do for the day. Like, you know? I don't know what to tell you guys. Whew. Do you realize that Scotland is going to win the World Cup? I have no idea, man. I don't watch anything. USA's doing pretty good. Isn't Mexico's doing pretty good? Canada's like got a loss or something. I have no idea. Oh, it's so nice to be indoors with the air conditioning. Watch out for the shock. USA would have a better chance. Let's film TikToks. Everything in life turns into a TikTok moment for some of these people in this generation. And then everybody's afraid to walk in front of them. But they're having fun, so I guess that's good. What's funny is that they recruited this lady who doesn't look like she's with them. Because the young girls are Indians and the other lady's a black lady. So they just got a random stranger and said, "Can you hold our phone, please?" Look, they're not together. They just made... That's hilarious. Oh, man. You keep getting static shocks in Vegas? I'm okay on static shocks. I don't seem to get them, but some people are more susceptible to others. It just means you have a very electrifying personality, right? I write software. I sure click a lot of buttons. Man, it's one of those jobs that in 10 or 15 years' time, probably not going to have a lot of humans working in it. However, it still has humans. Humans still have a tremendous amount of value to software. If you think you're going to just like not hire a human and make software, think again. Your software will probably suck as it stands right now. But Jensen Huang was saying in an interview he did once that if he hires somebody to work at NVIDIA and he's paying them $500,000 a year to be a software engineer, they need to be spending a tremendous amount on AI, and if they're not, he's not going to keep them employed. So even the guy that makes the chips that make the AI is saying, I expect everybody to use AI in their coding. Robots will have personality. Robots already have personality. Chatbots have personalities. Chatbots are sometimes detrimental to mental health of people because of it. But you're going to get to where your phone agents and stuff are not even humans, and most of you guys won't even know the difference. It's going to be a weird feature for a lot of you, but hey, it's okay. You'll be all right. We'll have universal basic income. You'll get a stipend and just enough to live off of, and you'll own nothing and like it. It'll be okay. Vegas employees have no personality. Hi, Steven. I left you an email regarding interest in your course with some questions. No, I responded to you. If you're the nice young lady who's got a business and you asked if it's for you. I responded to you yesterday. I responded to all my videos yesterday, to all my emails yesterday. Let me see. I'll show you. You likely did. You likely got a response, right? Yep. If your name starts with a D, I just want you to know I sent you an email yesterday at 3:14 p.m. And I sent you a very long email. See this long email? This was my long, detailed email sending back to you on everything. That was the email. I pulled it up. If your name is Ms. D. Yep. Yeah, Ms. D. Well, I guess not T. Well, I don't know. Did you send it to my proper email address? I didn't see anything. You know? Because everything I have has been completely responded to. Send me the email again. Because I'm on top of all of my emails as of today. And I don't have anything, and I can't show you my email screen, obviously, because it'll disclose people's emails and stuff. It's too much. But if your name starts with T, then it's not, because the person I sent it back to is Ms. D, with a D like David. Lots of people. Busy gaming pit here. I wonder how the other one is. We didn't have a peek at it. Usually one or the other is closed. But lots of people here. I mean, not a lot. I mean, it's... but there are folks, and they have opened every single gaming pit, which is good. Nice to see it. Sent you a message yesterday, and Steven responded in 8 minutes. I was on top of my emails yesterday after my big hike. I came home and I just plowed through all of them. But resend the email. My email is below all of my videos in the show more box. But if you're low income, no, you shouldn't get my course. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, without showing a face, I can tell you what you're looking at right now. Does anybody want to guess what we're looking at right now? I actually can't even show that on camera because her breasts are coming out of her top. I can show the back end. What are we looking at? Yep. Tell me what you think. Yeah, nightclub in the day. Yeah, right. Little tiny $8,000 handbag and nothing else. Walking around like that, broad daylight. Mike says $1,800 an hour.
Johnny Vegas.
No, but nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Johnny Vegas.
Oh, you're Johnny Vegas. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I thought you were calling me that.
That's all right. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Doing vacation with my parents out here for a few days.
Very nice. Okay.
Good seeing you.
Nice to see you again. Thanks for watching, man. I appreciate the support. Thank you. I thought he was calling me Johnny Vegas. My bad. Professional, working girl. That's what you got. I don't want to show her face because that would be just rude and terrible to do. Omnia's popping off. I want to go here. This looks nice, but I'm fat now. So what's the point of going when you keep your shirt on the whole time? I should drink some water. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'm married. I don't deal with prostitutes. Neither should you. You think that girl's like living some high life? The reality of it is that she's living a life where she gives every penny she makes to somebody who likely threatens violence on her. Trafficking in Vegas is no joke, and I wish you guys wouldn't partake. She could sue for slander. How? Did I say her name? Did I damage her brand reputation? Did I say she's anything in particular? Did I ever tell you what I think she is? I never even gave you my opinion. You guys got to have some more... You guys got to give me a little more credit to know what I'm doing out here on this channel. You know? Oh. Gosh. We got the back end of the Mirage being torn apart. They're going to make these all blue windows back here. No blue windows yet. They're still skinning the building. Pomeranian channel. My grandma had Pomeranians back in the day. There's a big close-up. I mean, yeah, quick is one thing. It's been about, what, 2-3 years almost for this building. It seems quick, though, eh? Isn't that how fast life goes? Life goes a million miles a minute. And before you know it, you're looking in the mirror wondering, all those lines on your face getting clearer like the Aerosmith song says, you know? When I first went to Vegas in 1994, the road was lined with P-word brochure pushers. That's still the same. We still have those people out here advertising the industry. No, this building back here is brand new. This building back here has existed since 1988. So there's nothing new about the one in the back. The front is the brand new one. The front and the casino that they're building out, that didn't exist 2-3 years ago. By the way, sponsored segment, real quick, put on my link for my course 1K a day. If you guys want to know how you guys can piggyback off the big people who move the markets around, if you guys want to know how you guys can build base hits, maybe make 50 or 100 bucks a day, maybe more. Some of my students making boku bucks. Some of them are making smaller base hits. Go click on the link for 1K a day. I have a complete course, 23 hours long. It shows you guys exactly how money flows through the markets, the futures markets in particular. It's accessible to anybody from anywhere except for a few countries that really hate America and some people in like the boonies in Africa. Anybody can do it though. And I'll show you guys how to see the patterns that happen every single day, how you guys can practice without any risk to yourself. And it's not an investment course. I'm not an investor. I don't tell you what to buy. You're not requiring thousands of dollars to do this. It's the price of the course. It's the price of a TradingView account, 20 bucks a month to practice paper trading, and it's the price of a prop firm down the road, about 100 bucks. Once you pass that account, by showing you can trade the markets, you end up having access to an account with a $2,000 loss limit where you can get daily payouts if you win. And so that's how it works. Click the link. It's the cheapest it'll ever be. The price goes up every single time I do a piece of content on the channel, and I want to be your teacher. It's a $2,000 course retail, but right now it's $213.97 because I'd rather help 10,000 people. And my goal in life is to make you a better trader than me, and I do okay. You know, in May, I did more than okay. Actually. Show you guys some of my days here so you guys can have an idea of what somebody with a ton of experience has with this. For me, like this is one of mine here. This was a single day where I did what, $1,000, and that took me 22 seconds because I go in bigger than most of my students do. Another day here where in 1 minute 8 seconds, $1,700. That's my results. So if you want to learn that, click the link. There's a 4-minute video. Type in the code J21. You get it for $213.97 at checkout, and you own it for life, and you never have to pay me another penny for the course. That's our sponsor spot. That's how we support the channel. That's how come you're not going to see me getting back of the line access to a buffet and telling you it's a great value when it's $110 in a 4-hour wait. And I leave that part out. Don't tell you that part. Setting a lowish loss limit and hitting singles. Perfect money ball strategy, and the A's are moving to Vegas. Well, there you go, Rocket Man. It's true. Here's the thing. Trading responsibly and trading like most people you know who say that they traded and it was bad for them are two different things entirely. Trading responsibly, like I teach, involves setting a trading plan that adheres to your specific situation. There's not one size fits all. I teach you that. Setting a trading plan means setting rules for yourself and adhering and sticking to your rules. Setting a trading plan, doing it all right. Put it this way, right? Think about this for a second, right? I want you guys to consider this. If I take a coin and I flip it 50 times in a row, is it going to be heads every time? No. So, a broken clock is right twice a day. That's the old saying. So, if you have a proper plan, the chances of you losing every single day are infinitesimally small. Very low chance that that's going to happen. So the trick is to be responsible with this stuff. If you have a $250 loss limit for the day, you trade small. If you hit your limit on loss, you walk away. You come back tomorrow. Tomorrow you walk out with $350. Well, you're at net plus 100 for the last 2 days. Good for you. Instead, what most people do is they blow through their bankroll and lose everything and then say that the markets are rigged. The markets aren't rigged. Your brain and your psychology is working against you. Anyways. Yeah, and this is not like, I'm not, I could rent a Ferrari. Hey man, make $10,000 a day like me. This is my car. No. I could finance a stupid car. Be paying on a lease. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm just me. I'm a normal person that struggled 40 plus years of his life, and then everything started to turn around when I turned everything around in my brain, and with God and with Jesus and all these things. Let's go inside so my camera doesn't start to have major issues and stop working properly. Remember, it's not gambling. Never have that mindset doing futures. It's about having an edge. It's like my friend Mike Lee, who plays bubble craps. I watched him in real life. He has a system. It sounds silly, but he's bubble craps and he presses the buttons and he has a loss limit. And if he loses that limit, he never comes back to the casino that day. But when I watched him do it, he does the exact same thing on all the machines every single time. And he takes a 20% gain on his money, puts in a $100 bill, gets a $20 bill back, $120. That's it. He's hitting base hits. He's doing exactly with something he figured out in a casino. It's called an edge. The house always has an edge. In life, in the casino, on the markets, at your job, everything has an edge on top of you. The trick is to know how to play around that edge. And don't let that edge eat you alive and walk away. I love my MyPillows, bro. I love MyPillow. It's great. I should buy some more MyPillows. Mine are kind of exhausted. MyPillows only last so long. We're inside of Caesars in the brand newest part of the Caesars Forum shops. This was opened in the not early 2000s. Let's find out when this opened, because I'm not sure. Heck, if I could cover my utility bill or gas money. You know, Rocket Man, I got to get back to that, because I used to pitch it that way. If you guys could pay a bill or two with this, would it help you out in your life? And the idea is, yes, it would. Look at the roof up here. This is the ultimate cool stuff. They spared no expense. This was like the ultimate retail test in Vegas for everything. It was completely awesome. It looks like Bellagio. Yeah, this is when, I mean, because back in the past, Caesars and Bellagio, I mean, they competed right against each other, of course. Not so much anymore. I will purchase the course. Oh, cool, Anthony. If you do get into it today, that's awesome. Send me an email if I encourage you to do so. Love to hear from you. The holy oil industry will save America. So let's find out from Google Gemini. Actually, no. I'm going to ask Siri. I'm just going to ask Siri AI. This is, by the way, this is what, if you're an iPhone user, this is your future. Okay. So we're going to ask it. When did the very last phase of the Forum shops at Caesars Palace have its grand opening? So this is the new Siri that you guys will have on your new iPhones. The last major expansion of the Forum shops. Really? When did the first Forum shops open?
The last major expansion.
No, I asked you when the first Stop, shut up. I asked you when the first forum shops opened. Yeah, it's stuck. This is iOS beta, by the way. Usually the follow-ups work. When did the first forum shops at Caesars open initially? $1992. Ah, well, look at that. That is a long time ago. Can you believe the first forum shops at Caesars opened 34 years ago? 34 years ago? Heavens to Murgatroyd. That's a long time ago. The holy giant data centers will save us from drought. Oh, man. Yeah, the data centers are coming. You know, I think there's a major issue with the data centers. I don't know how many of those are actually going to be built, but I'm going to tell you something right now. Your utility bills are in big jeopardy right now. The utility bills, the electric bills. Do you guys want to know why your electric bills are in big jeopardy right now? Say yes in the chat. This is going to blow your mind. None of you know this. I'm going to tell you something that's really crazy right now while I sit and talk to you guys on camera. Say yes if you guys want to know something that could absolutely cause everything you do in terms of heating and cooling and turning on your light switch to get more expensive. So data centers are these massive buildings that are built, and they shove a whole bunch of high-end computer stuff in there, and then they use a whole bunch of resources. And some of these data centers are off the grid, and that's good, and everything is good when they're off the grid, and some of them use natural gas or solar and all this stuff. But there's one thing that every single major data center being built in America right now have in common. They need to purchase transformers, not robots in disguise, but they actually need to buy electrical transformers. Now, utility companies also need to buy electrical transformers. Utility company transformer. I'm going to show you what that looks like because you've seen them and you just don't know what they look like, okay? Transformers are giant, huge things that you'll see in substations, kind of like this, right? These are these big giant boxes that take currents and switch them around, kind of like that. Well, the data centers also have to use these. So if you're NV Energy, that's our local utility company out here, you need to buy these because you need to maintain your grid. You need to maintain the power grid. If one of these blows, it can knock out an entire neighborhood. These get old, they get hot, they get cold because electricity goes through them, they break down, they need to be replaced. The data centers have created a 4 to 6 year backlog for those because they've purchased everything in advance and they can't make them fast enough. Stack on the Strait of Hormuz problem because these things are not exactly made in America, they're usually made overseas. They're more expensive to get because of the cost of freight and shipping, and then also other things that go into them that are in the industry that are required, that are moved through the Strait of Hormuz. See, I told you, it's not just about gas and oil for Hormuz. It's about helium, it's about potash for fertilizers, it's about propane. Everything goes through there. It's a major artery. Now you're looking at a 4 to 6 year gap to get these things, and they're all bought up. So what is that going to do to your utility numbers, your prices? Well, in most places, they have to inform you of price increases. But I suspect that in the next few years, we may see some pretty hefty price increases that start to come down the line for utility companies that have to now shoulder the costs of these things. And like in the case of Southern Nevada, NV Energy is owned by Berkshire Hathaway. They're not a charity. They're in the business of making money. Edison Electric and things like this in California, they already have a hard enough time with their grid keeping it on them. I mean, it gets too hot in California, you have brownouts. Do yourself a favor, learn how to make some extra money in your life, because what's coming next could be very expensive for everybody with stuff like that you don't even think. And that's the whole thesis or the point of this channel, right? I want you guys to realize you may not be thinking about what's coming next, but it's coming for you, and you have to be prepared for that kind of stuff. And that's why I love what I do so much. They're also buying up solid-state hard drives. Have you seen the price of them lately? Yesterday, I had to go and buy a memory card. I was filming on a little tiny Insta360 camera. It takes an SD card. I was doing a vlog for my Patreon audience. If you're on Patreon, You don't probably watch my videos, but that's okay. I posted an hour and a half long vlog of me going to Mount Charleston. And by the time I got to Dutch Brothers Coffee, my SD card was having issues. It wanted me to format it. I couldn't format the card because then I would lose the first part of my shoot. So I went to Best Buy, went into the area with SD cards. Used to buy a 256 gigabyte SD card a year ago. These little tiny, these SD cards are the size of your fingertip, like they're that small. Used to buy a 256 last year, good brand, for $60. I paid $125 yesterday for a memory card for a camera. Did I have to buy that card? Yeah, because I have 4K 60 frames per second high bitrate video. Like, you don't always have to buy that much. But my point is, even the cheap cards that used to be $14 are now worth $35. It's crazy. Don't forget, it is discouraged but not forbidden to cross a solid white line. It's true. So why are we continuing to build in Nevada when the climate is untenable? Because the climate is only like this for 3 months of the year, really. June, July, August, and then by the time mid-September rolls around, the temperatures go down into the mid-90s and then into the 80s. And then we have October, November, December, January, February, March, April. We have 7 to 8 months of beautiful, gorgeous weather. They're absolutely great. Dutch oven coffee, yuck. So yeah, that's why you guys need to understand how the economy is going. And then you have everything else that's inflating around you, prices of stuff. What are your grocery bills like? Now they're saying the groceries are coming down in price. Audience watching, what are your groceries like? Has the groceries come down in price? Have you guys seen it come down in price? Tell me, are you paying more or less for things? Eggs have come down in price. They really have. Steak, on the other hand, has gone up in price. The national average of steak right now. By the way, you don't know this, but I know this. What do you think steak cost last year, national average? Okay, I'll tell you what it cost last year. It cost $10.11 per pound for steak. USDA, whatever, cheapest steak. Right now, the average price of steak is $14.18. And I'm not a math guy, so let's ask the new Siri and see if the new Siri is smart enough. If the thing was $10.11 last year, but it's $14, shut up. If the thing was $10.11 last year, but this year it's $14.18, what percentage price increase is that?
That is a price increase of about 40.26%.
Is that right? Steak went up 40% in the last year? That is insane. Steak, national average, $10 to $14. 40% price increase in steak, beef. The one thing, and the reason that's happening right now is because there is an issue with cattle, where cattle is like, what is this? Former Vegas influencer exposes every Vegas influencer. I'm getting some shade on my channel because somebody is exposing Vegas people. I don't know why they do these. Let's see here. Here it is. 73 likes, 2,000 views 1 day ago. Heather Collins, Raised in Vegas, has come forth and exposed that 90%. Oh, look at this video. I've just found this video. I'm sorry. This is fascinating to me. It says, former Vegas influencer Heather Collins, Raised in Vegas, has come forth and exposed that 90% of Vegas influencers are paid and fake. Wow. I'm not on this video, I don't think. Let's see here. No, it's just talking about general stuff. He did a video on me and some others too. He took, as they would say in England, he took the piss out of us or something like that. The most controversial gambling. I replied to his video. I said, thank you so much for mentioning my channel. So it's interesting. The groceries, the other day at Costco, I got $180 in groceries for what? For how much? For $250? Wow. Jim's found me. I'm here, buddy. Food prices are up drastically. Add to that the criminal repackaging by the bean counters and marketing departments. It's called shrinkflation. Yes, absolutely. In USA, you're being taxed to death. We have pretty good taxation out here, I think. I don't know. We don't pay state tax out here. We pay 8.5% or something for food. Not really sure what it is. I don't know. I don't look at a lot of prices of things. Break all food prices down to price per ounce, then you'll see. Fair enough. All in food prices. Okay, I got you. Most combo meals at fast food places are $15. What happened to the $48 billion we gave Argentina? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. Ken Vols. See, this is YouTube being weird. They filtered this. I didn't hide it. If you guys have your messages hidden and you're not trolling me, there's a good chance YouTube thinks that it's bad or something. He said $13 a pound for wholesale tenderloins. Okay. Yeah, look, Anthony, I'm not hiding your stuff. I want you to know. A pack of Hebrew Nationals was $8.99 for hot dogs. Bro, growing up, hot dogs were the poor person's food. I remember growing up in Canada, and my mother was convinced, and I don't think she still eats beef. You remember back in the 80s, people would say the stupidest stuff, right? So my uncle told my mother before I was born that if you eat steak, it takes like 6 months or something to digest, and we never ate steak. So we ate chicken hot dogs. Maple Leaf Farms chicken hot dogs. If there's any Canadians watching, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That video I sent told Steven to leave Las Vegas. Yeah, you can say that. I'm not going anywhere. So we used to eat these hot dogs that were cut up, and then she would put onions in them. I didn't eat the onions. I never really liked the onions. But we would eat that cheap poor person's food. And also chicken bologna cut up. God, I didn't. But we never missed a meal. We never missed a meal. It was just what it was. We ate that. But that was like the cheap stuff. Don't forget the gum swallowed. Yeah. So stupid, man. Let's see here. All in food prices are up. Don't forget the internal gum. Hot dogs are up $8. Hey, Steven. Hey, Chad. Hey, Lamont. How you doing, brother? You know? So, like, I don't care what you guys are doing with your life, but you got to do something. You know? You got to either, if you're thinking about going to school, do it. Because you've probably been thinking about going to school for a while. And if 2 years ago you were thinking of doing a 4-year school thing, then you're already 2 years away from where you could have been graduating with a better degree or something. I would suggest for anybody watching technical school or something like that, because, you know, I think JP Morgan Chase did this study of the safest jobs right now. And the safest jobs to keep yourself away from AI automation are service jobs. So plumbers and pipe fitters and electricians and stuff like that. People who build stuff physically with their hands are protected until the robot apocalypse comes in for us all. But if you're in like accounting, if you're in radiology and you're reading imaging and stuff like that, if you're in a business that scans or researches or just data collection and stuff like that, your job is the most perilous right now. And so you got to be careful, because if you work for somebody else and you don't have a private consulting agency, you could be automated out with AI soon enough. So I want you guys to understand that. So that's why you need to learn a skill right now. You need to earn a skill. You need to get into a thing that nobody can take away from you. You need to do something. And it's so 2 years to go to a community college cost you in Nevada, Southern Nevada, about $3,500. Say, I don't have $3,500. Borrow it, sell something, get an extra job, hustle, do it. Learn something that puts you ahead of the pack, that makes it so nobody can take that stuff away. You know, graphic designers are an endangered species. So Lamont says that. And if I go into Google Gemini and I say, watch this. You guys want to see something? Give me an art style. Give me a cartoon style. Somebody. Lamont knows what I'm talking about. There'll always be a need for blank work, HVAC work. Yeah, HVAC is good too. And so you guys got to learn something. Watch how AI will take away something. Disney, sure. Here, we're just going to do a simple thing, right? We're going to take our camera. This is our camera right now. I'm going to flip it around. Take a stupid ass photo of myself right here. Go to attach. And then I'm going to say, what am I going to say to this? I want you to create a Father's Day card in a Disney-style cell animation from the 1950s style of this guy right here. That's for Father's Day that he could send to his father. His father's name is Don. Okay. Creating your image. I've created this 1950s Disney-style Father's Day card for you. It features a retro animation style and captures the thumbs-up gesture from your photo made especially for your father, Don. It's still generating. Oh. So, there it is. That took me all of 10 seconds. 10 seconds. No, this is just Google Gemini. I go between things, so I'm back with Google Gemini right now. I have Claude as well. I'm running 4 Gemini Pro programs simultaneously and continuously as accelerated my research and open new markets. That's what I'm saying. And I'll tell you this right now. One thing AI can't do is now watch. Now I want you to change that and make it Matt Groening, Simpsons, or Life is Hell style. It misheard Groening. Groening is spelled Groening. That's the creator of The Simpsons. And he had a cartoon before that called Life is Hell, which was a syndicated cartoon in newspapers. I can't generate that. Oh, no. Not third party. Yes, you can generate it. I'm not asking you to copy the copyrighted material. I'm asking you to make my image in that style. What's embarrassing? The fake stuff? Oh yeah, I agree. See? She called out Caesar, said the plants are fake. By the way, the plants are 100% fake. So I had to correct it, and I said, I'm not asking you to make me copyrighted material. I'm asking you to make it in the... And it completely hallucinated and screwed up. So AI failed. I don't know why it did that, but it did that. Now, some of them have less safeguards. Does anybody remember The Far Side? Anybody remember The Far Side? Let's go to GenSpark. Create a square image for social media that's a joke about high prices and fees nowadays in the style of Gary Larson's The Far Side with vultures. This is about as ambiguous as it gets. I'm going to use GenSpark because GenSpark uses like 5 different models, and it's going to pick the one that it thinks it's going to work the best. And if all else fails, you can use something called Venice AI. And Venice AI is a privacy and freedom-based AI, and it'll pretty much create anything, including, and it brags about this, and I've not done it, but it'll also make adult material, which is just like, yeah, it's crazy. Hey, we're from Wisconsin, 75 degrees and sunny, very cool. So I'm showing you guys how entire industries are going to be out of it soon enough. Because it used to be that you'd have to pay a human being to do these things. And now we have image generation that works in 10 seconds to get you exactly what you want. And then throw that into an image upscaler, and boom, before you know it, you're sitting there being able to print something professionally done. If you have a marketing agency and you have a client, and the client has nothing more than a prototype bottle of perfume, I can take a picture of it with my phone camera and tell it to put it in front of the Bellagio fountains in Las Vegas for marketing and promotional material, and it'll make perfect things that I can put online within 3 minutes. That's where we're at with stuff. Is climate change fake? What do you guys think? Do you guys think climate change is fake? Tell me in the chats. This one's taking a while. It's using GPT Image 2, which is weird because GPT Image 2 is generally the one that sucks the most. So here's the cartoon it wanted to create for me. It's the Far Side style. Forget roadkill, just wait by the checkout screen. And it's showing you your resort fees, I guess. Let's zoom in. Yep. And it's talking about all your fees on things that you have to pay in life. Thank you and have a chargeful day. Room rates, resort fees, service processing, convenience fee, market adjustment fee. So it's saying wait by the checkout screen. Nowhere USA, population 12. Crazy, right? Anyways, here's what I've done, and now I'm going to mention it one more time. You guys need to get with my product, 1K a day. Go in. I'll teach you guys how to supplement things. If you could pay a bill or two using the futures markets, if that's a possible skill that you could learn, Would it help you 15, 20 minutes a day? If you could make $100 here, $50 there, sure. Maybe one day you pay your rent with it. Click the link, type in the code J21. First 6 people watching, I have 6 active spots. You get it for $213.97. It's the only price you pay me. You don't need thousands of dollars to get into the market. It's not an investing course. I'm not an investor. I teach you how to look for patterns and click buttons. Okay. This conversation is all over the place. Check out the far side, Boneless Chicken Farm. Really? Circles back to the course. It's a real place. This may sound a little stupid, but can you tell me what student number I am? I think it's around 1100, but I'm not sure. If you need, you can email me. John, you're going to have to email me. I'm not really sure how to even check that because you're just based on your name. I don't know what your email was. So you're going to have to email me. I won't be able to remember and I won't be able to find you. Hi, Stephen from Jim from Westland, Michigan. Thanks for all the information. Thank you so much for watching. I'm an acquired taste. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have enjoyed what we've done so far. Because we like to show you guys the truth. And can we just talk about the Carolina Hurricanes? Congrats to Carolina. You guys beat us fair and square. Yeah, we're all over the place. Here's the video. It was on Vegas High Trollers, I guess. That was the video. Most loved and hated YouTubers. Subjective opinion, but I made it into that video. And any publicity is good publicity, I guess. Those guys, man, doing their thing. I use Claude to build automated strategies. Now they put a disclaimer at the bottom, prompt you about using their stuff for trading and risk associated. That's smart. They should. I just did 26,172 steps in the Alabama heat. Good for you, brother. Nice. Yeah, I'm in that video. The question is, does human activity affect climate change enough to be detrimental to the environment? Yeah, of course it does. We cut down trees. That's detrimental to the environment. Of course it does. I'm happy to be in that video. If I wasn't in that video, I'm not doing things right. And then hopefully people come to me and they have a brain of their own and then they like what I do. You know, you never know. So anyways. Yeah. We had to get out of the heat. It's hot. You guys are the best for watching. Got 2 hours almost on this. That's not bad. We're over here at Caesar's Palace, checking out the 2004 expansion of Caesar's Palace's forum shops. I'll get off frame for a little bit. California is a funny state. If you've never been to California and you never shopped in a store, in California, you have to pay for your grocery bags. So as part of your purchase, ask you how many bags you want. Well, I never said I hate Vegas. That's the thing, TR47. What they're doing is they're gaslighting you. You're smart enough to know that I don't hate Vegas. I love this city. This place gave me a shot at life. I'll never get rid of it. In California, you have to pay for your shopping bags. And the bags are like 4 times thicker because of it, because they want you to reuse the bags, right? So in Nevada, when you go to the grocery store, there's legislation on the books to make you pay for your bags here too. But as it stands right now, your bags are very thin and cheap. You want a double bag sometimes. So you get your free bags and you go home and you use them for your trash or something later on. But in California, you pay for your bags like 4 or 5. Like I'm telling you, these bags are thick. So now you're throwing away a thick plastic bag later. It doesn't make any sense. We're being gaslit about the water levels at Lake Mead. I don't think anybody's gaslighting you on those. I think the water levels at Lake Mead are horrible. Thanks, Steven. I'll be in Las Vegas as one of my business visits each year. I'll stay with my friends at Rancho Cosmo Prof a week. There will always be 117 degrees. Are groceries taxed here? Yeah. No. Oh, well, yeah. Yes and no. Like raw foods, uncooked foods, no. Cooked foods, hot foods, prepared foods, yes. Junk foods, yes. I bought my own reusable shopping bags. That makes sense. No sense these days. New Jersey found out they use 19x the plastic because people don't reuse the bags. Exactly. Human beings are funny. We're silly. Let's look and change our view around here a little bit. So we got our ultra wide view. Let's get some candids here. So we have the doors here at Caesars, the bars getting set up. See that lovely couple getting ready to get married or something. No more plastic bags in California. They have to be paper bags. Oh, really? Okay. Well, good information. I like the bag charge. At least it makes us more mindful about our waste. No more thick plastic bags. Oh, it's a paper everywhere? Okay, fair enough. I grew up in the 70s when paper bags were the norm. Plastic trees. Fake plastic trees. I won't sing. It's okay. That's a Radiohead song. They're underreporting the severity of the water levels, and they continue to build. Cali still has plastic, Anthony says. Wow. Whether or not it's plastic or not, that seems like it depends on where you are in California. It just dropped below 1,050 feet critical level at 895, the failure for the Southwest. But Vegas will always have water because they made a pipe. I know, I made a video about that a couple of years ago. Yeah, let me tell you how long those paper bags last. Who pays for the self-checkout? Well, I mean, the paper bags last no time, but then they disintegrate into nothingness. Paper bags means we can now have book covers. Who tips at self-checkout? My self-checkouts don't ask. However, across the street at Five Guys, if you use the self-checkout, because I have self-checkout order screens, they ask you for tips, which I'm like, I guess, which means they better be pooling the tips of everybody who works at Five Guys. Because if they're not, then that's just a cash grab. And I don't like cash grabs. You never pay at self-checkout? I don't pay at self-checkout at Walmart anymore. I try not to go to Walmart at all, period, full stop. Like, I hate that store because it's always such a... if I say the wrong word, people accuse me of being racist. But Walmart is just a mess half the time. So I don't go to Walmart. If I do, I don't go to self-checkout. There's been a couple of cases at Walmart through self-checkout where they accuse the person of shoplifting, even though they clearly haven't shoplifted, because the Walmart self-checkout system has AI monitoring it, and the AI throws up a false positive of a shoplifter. And one woman actually lost her job, lost everything. She went and sued Walmart. She got a big payday, but not until 2 years after her life was ripped apart. Yeah, Five Guys asks for tips, but McDonald's does not. That's correct. So I always go to the regular cash register at the Walmart if I at all have to go anywhere. Yeah, but Walmart is for low IQ, low impulse control people. Well, okay, I mean, I was in Walmart yesterday. You know why I was in Walmart yesterday? I was in Walmart yesterday because I wanted to buy Quest Pizza. Quest pizzas are these high-dollar protein pizzas that, fitness people buy. And I went and looked on Albertsons, and they don't have any in stock. And then I went and looked at Target, and Target hardly has anything because their food section is very small. So I went to Walmart. I'm sure you're not calling me a low IQ person, but, Walmart didn't have any either. Even though the store websites, the website for that store said they were in stock, they weren't. For some reason, they were. Maybe Quest isn't making them anymore. They were on blowout sale. Somebody bought all of them. Point is, I went to Walmart yesterday, and I don't think you're telling me that I'm a low IQ, horrible person. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's what I'm saying. Target has been targeting children? I don't know about that. I don't know what that means, actually, to be honest with you. I have 160 IQ. I'm an average person. I don't have 160 IQ. Don't listen to Wall Street Warlord. He's my hype man. He says stuff like that. It's not true. I'm just a regular dude. I guarantee that most people who shop at Walmart are white. Not sure that's being suggested here. I just will defer that back to the chats. Russia has banned the sale of gasoline to civilians. Really? That is in Crimea. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Why would they do that? Russia has more oil and gas than arguably anybody in Europe. I shop at the Dollars Tree with a 860 FICO. Yeah. They lost a huge sum by pushing gender identity. I agree, they did. They had a lot of people that were very upset with them. The YouTube, by the way, censored you. I uncensored you. S. Stevens, resident online physicist. He is not a. I don't know what that means. Earthy folk can be found at Walmart. Earthy. Okay, earthy. Is that what we're calling it? I was at Walmart. Ukraine has put a hurting on Russia at the Crimea River. Ah, I get it. It's a joke. It's funny because you said Crimea River. Aha, get it? Crimea River. Alright, let's go back over here, see what else we can see. Boom, there you go. Watching over the top at work. I keep taking that IQ test and I'm always a few points short of genius. I need to figure out what I'm putting that's wrong so I can make it say genius. I don't take IQ tests. I don't want to do it. It'll tell me I'm 98, which is 2 points off the mean average IQ. I'd like to think it's 100. I will never walk into a dollar store, the bowels of late-stage capitalism. I mean, dollar stores serve a very important purpose in a lot of cases to service people who are hurting in the economy. And right now, the Dollar General is seeing an influx of people making over $100,000 a year come into the Dollar General. So that's a big deal. Like, it's crazy. How's your bicep doing? Some time ago I had surgery. That was like 3 years ago. I'm fine. I have a weird looking bicep, but I'm good now. Absolutely. Man, slow day today. Ever since Trump became president, everyone's been obsessed with IQ, which is ironic. Sure, I'm not obsessed with it. I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid of what it would reveal about me. Don't ever ask your AI if you talk to it a lot what they think your IQ is. They won't really tell you. If you force it out of them, they say stupid things to make you feel good about yourself. I have 4 children. The Dollar Tree sells nothing for $1. I know. The 99-cent only store they called it the 99 only store. They got rid of the word cent before they went out of business. Pretty funny stuff back in the day. All right. Well, guess what? I love you guys to death, but I am incredibly tired, and we did 2 hours out here. I'm not tired, like I'm fatigued. Like it's been hot. It's been a hot one. I've been walking a bunch. So I love you guys to death. I want to encourage you guys to chase a dream this week, something that you wanted to start. If you wanted to start something, go do something. What a dumb statement ever since Trump. As though he has anything to do with people's I don't know. I try not to. Sorry I read your comment. I'm not sorry I read your comment. I appreciate your comment. The price of donuts is up. Okay. Now we're just getting political. I'm not going to get engaged with that. Mike is enjoying the course. Great. I love you guys. If you guys are interested, you guys want to get the best price ever for it before the price goes up, go watch the 4-minute video. It might be for you, might not be for you. But go do something good with your life this week. I want to encourage you guys to start a project you've been putting out. I want to encourage you guys to go do a thing, make a phone call that you have to do. It'll make you feel really good about doing something. If you just do something, take the first steps towards something, do the thing to get the energy to do the thing. That's a famous quote in life, and it's really true, and it really works. So, I love you guys to death. I'll be back. We're going to be taking the Insta360 Luna Ultra out, doing more videos and stuff like that. Got it all kitted out. I love this camera. You're going to love it too. My videos are always high quality. You guys are great. Go see the Vegas High Trollers, about the most loved and hated YouTubers. Apparently, I'm one of the most hated YouTubers in all of Vegas, but I'm not a Vegas YouTuber. I'm a channel for people who are economic truth seekers who want to know how the economy works. They're familiar with how Vegas works, and we use this as a case study. Happy Father's Day, everybody. I love you guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. Just keep swimming, and just remember, no matter what, God's got this.